Hello Internet, welcome to the channel. My name's Frankie, and in today's video I wanted to explain work zones. Work zones are a way of keeping the efficiency of your staff running smoothly, making sure your staff members aren't being overworked. Here we're going to set up our Africa work zone, and to do that you open up the zoo management page, go along to the staff tab and select work zones. You can then create a work zone and highlight all the buildings you want to be part of it. As a minimum, you will need a staff room, a keeper hut, and a habitat. In this case, I've also got a research centre and a vet. And that is simply because I wanted these buildings to be part of the Africa area. Then you can start hiring your staff for the work zone. I like to pause the game so that I can have them all in place. I also like to include a minimum of one caretaker, a zookeeper per habitat, a mechanic, in this case a security guard, but that's not essential, and also a vet. I tend to have two vets, and that's so that one can keep going and checking on the animals whilst the other gets on research for the animals, because they can't do both tasks at the same time. Then by selecting each of these staff members, you can go along to the second page, which is their work schedule and stuff. Go down to the work zone and select what work zone you want them to be a part of, and in this case it's going to be Africa. So as I said, security guards aren't essential. That is for when your zoo has started to grow a little bit and guests might start to vandalise items in your park. You do not need these to begin with, but because my zoo is already at quite a size, I'm going to be adding them to this work zone just as a standard. As for caretakers, I tend to add those as the work zone grows, and zookeepers I add one per new habitat so that basically each zookeeper can focus on an animal themselves. You can manage all of your work zones in the staff overview page of the zoo management. You can also do this by selecting a staff member and changing what work zone they're in rather than the work zone page. As I say, this is just a way of keeping all of your staff members working efficiently and making sure they get enough rest and aren't overworked, which will really help in the running of your zoo. Now, how big your work zones are is entirely up to you. In this instance, with this particular zoo, I have different areas that are themed differently. We've got Temperate Hills, this Africa area, Winter Wonderland, and an entrance. I've made each of those a work zone so that there is some centralised buildings for staff members and they can kind of spread out throughout that work zone, making sure they cover all of the areas. As I say, you can do it how you like. I hope this video was useful. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this appearing in your subscription feed. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.